What is good? What is good, everybody? Happy fucking Friday, guys. We are officially done with this challenge. It has been 90 days of ups and downs, stressful days, easy days, fun days, all of it. But we are officially on the other side of this thing. And I think we've closed some good fucking numbers. So we're going to get into that in a minute, go over what we've closed, what's closed that's counted during the challenge, what doesn't count, the whole fucking nine. We're going to get into every little bit of these numbers. But before we do, I'm going to start with Nelson today. How you doing, my brother?
I'm living great, man. I cannot complain. Every day, every week, we get a little bit something done. We get a little bit further, and that's the goal. And we stayed consistent and we made progress. And that's the whole point of this thing. We're not here to be perfect. We're just here to get a little bit better than we were yesterday. And we've got new hats too. So if you're closing out stuff,
We get better.
we're sending you some new hats, people.
Let's go. Let's go. How about you, Jordan?
Well, after a long and arduous week, here we are today, Friday, end of the challenge, and happy to be here. Happy we got through it together. I think it was an awesome idea, turned into a cool opportunity. I'm glad you guys all got to see us pull back the curtain and see how we operate, how we talk to sellers, how we run our businesses, how we manage our teams, and get these deals across the finish line. It's been a really cool experience working alongside Mr. Shirtless and Nelson with Newly. It's been cool, man. The past 90 days have been a blessing, and I'm grateful on here we are, day 91. Now we just kind of get to dissect everything that's been going on, and I'm proud of us for hitting our goal and for showing up every day. And yeah, I look forward to continuing this as an ongoing series for sure.
Let's go.
How
Let's
you
go.
doing? How you doing, Joseph?
I'm fucking living life and getting it every single day, bro. So I got no complaints. I got my stem cells appointment today to go get my back and shoulder fixed. So that's gonna have a huge impact on my day-to-day life. I won't be in pain anymore, thank God. And I'm excited for that. And I'm just excited for fucking running up some more lives with you guys, doing more challenges and fucking crushing goals like we kind of did for this one.
Let's get it, brother.
Hell yeah. So let's get into the numbers really quick because I know that's what you guys came here for. So essentially, what we have done in the last 90 days, we've done 205 grand assigned. We had more that was assigned, it got canceled. So, like, the official current assigned number was 205 grand. We closed out 172,000. We funded 92,000. So 80,000 is actually going to be funding today. The closing docs were signed last night at like 6 o'clock at night, California time. So that literally like just made the cut for the fucking challenge. So officially, once that is done, we will have funded 172,000 funded in the last 92 or 90 days, 91 days if we count today, because today's when it's funded. Total funded deals though in the last 90 days, we have funded, once this one funds today, 91 days, 267,000 is what will be officially funded within the last 91 days. The reason why we don't count all of it is because if you guys remember from when we started the challenge, the rules were anything that is contracted during the challenge counts. If it was contracted before the challenge, even if it was assigned during the challenge, unfortunately, those didn't count. So if we count it towards the rules that we made for the challenge, it will be 187, whatever that number was, I said, or 72. If we count it towards what actually funded in the last 91 days, 267,000. So can't fucking complain.
No complaints, brother. Killed it.
We did it, bro.
This is the most amount of money that I have closed and funded in a 90-day period ever. I mean, it's fucking, and it comes with consistency. It comes with us being here every single day. There were days that we sucked. There were days we were only up for 40 minutes. Today's going to be a really quick one. We got about 10 more minutes today. But going forward, we're going to keep doing these lives. We're probably going to start a little show with me, Nelson, and Jordan. And then we're going to be doing another challenge starting in September. So these days aren't over. It's only started for us. I'm excited to see what we could do. A lot of internal stuff that I'm working on my business that we're getting fixed. I'm building out a Dispo team a little bit bigger. We're getting some more acquisitions to handle the amount of leads that Nelson's allowed to feed us. And it's going to get fucking sexy. So I'm fucking excited to see where the next 90, 120, even the next year take all of us, because I feel like we're going to be in a lot different place if we stay consistent and we stay out of our own fucking ways.
Things in my Amazon.
You ain't never lied, brother.
That's what I'm saying. That's what's going to get us. My brother Oscar, I appreciate you, bro. Let's fucking get it. Jordan, what do you think was the biggest lesson? I know we kind of talked about this yesterday, but what was the biggest lesson you learned during this entire challenge? Even if it's a personal one, business one, whatever.
That's a good question. The biggest lesson, excuse me, I would say is consistency. I feel like, I've been doing this for 5.5 years now, and I think if I had been taking as much consistent action during that whole time as I did for the past 90 days, my business would look a whole lot different right now. And I thought I was being consistent until I did this, and now I'm actually being consistent. And so that's been it's been a nice shift in my head that I was able to recognize. And another big lesson is to keep the faith always, no matter what.
Yeah, bro, faith is fucking huge in this business, especially when it's like, guys, I'm gonna tell you all a little story really quick now that this shit's fucking pretty much at the finish line. So Jordan had this deal for the last 3 months. Like, he literally locked this up, I think, second or third week of the challenge. Got it assigned, was a fucking bitch and a half to get it assigned. He actually got like a $400,000 price reduction on the deal. He had it locked in at, go over the numbers really quick, Jordan. What was it locked in at? What did you sell it at? And what did you sell it down to?
So initially, I contracted the 10-unit package at $2,650,000. We got a buyer. We assigned it at 2.8 or 2.72. It was a $75,000 fee. So we got it assigned, all good, sent the title, title's opened. That buyer comes back and says his lender can't get approved. He's out. And so we jumped on to our Dispo platform. We found a couple more interested buyers. We reached out, and this guy said he wanted it at, I think he offered us $2 million flat. And I was like, listen, bro, I'm at 265. $2 million is a pretty far cry away from that price. And so I was able to negotiate with him. We got him to come up to $227,000. Sorry, $2,227,000 is the price that we ended up closing on the package. Seller ended up netting about 2.22, so about $222,000 per unit. So yeah, we got a reduction from $2,650,000 to $2,227,000. And then once we got that,
like 2.3 or whatever the fuck it was, 2.36 or.
End buyer's price was 2.5, including fees, assignment fees, and then a referral fee that was paid out as well. But yeah, locked in at 265, reduced down to 225 basically, and we got that thing closed out.
Fuck yeah! So the buyer actually made an assignment fee of like 150 grand. I think some of that's going to his nephew. That's the one that brought the deal to him. And then the rest he might be getting in concessions so that he has some reserve money. Who knows? Or he's just taking that shit and fucking running with it because he got more private money. But Jordan made 80. They made fucking 150. And everybody won. The seller is happy today, I hope, now that it closed. And so now here's where it all went wrong. So we were told that the loan was approved. We were told that everything was good to go, and we just had to sign closing documents. So the closing was set for last week, guys. Like, this was actually supposed to close last week, like Friday, I think it was, or Thursday. And it kept getting pushed back, and we didn't know what was going on. At first, we thought it was title. This title was actually delaying things. The real issue was that the lender never actually approved the loan yet. They underwrote it. It passed underwriting, but like they didn't have an approval to fund the loan yet. So there's a law in the state of California. What's the name of the law, Jordan?
It is SB 326.
And what does that law
You're
entail?
learning law today with these deals.
Yeah, so
Ain't a lawyer though.
SB 326 is an inspection as of January 1st, 2025. Every HOA in existence in California has to have this inspection done. The reason this inspection came about is because in California, there's like a house party or an event. People were standing on a balcony. That balcony collapsed. People got hurt. So California passed a statewide law stating that this SB 326 inspection has to be conducted on every property that has a balcony, no matter what, period. And it had to be done by January 1st of this year. So this HOA did not do it, still hasn't done it. So technically they're like non-compliant. And we got all the way to the closing table. Lender's about to send in docs. We're about to get this thing all wrapped up. And then they find this SB 326 inspection hasn't been done. And lender's like, yeah, I can't loan on that. It's not financeable. And that happened on Monday, Tuesday this week. And so we pivoted again, and the loan officer reached out to his private network, and he raised the funds with private capital, and that's how we're closing it.
This loan officer raised almost $2 million in private money in 24 hours. I had a deal I was trying to raise 600 grand for, and I couldn't raise it in 3 months. This guy fucking raised it in 24 hours. Obviously, like when you're in the space and you have the people, it's going to be easier, but I still don't know many private like connectors that can fucking get private money raised that quick. I'm going to be honest, the guy was a dick to Jordan. I didn't like the way he treated Jordan, but I kind of
He
told
got
Jordan,
that money though.
You can be a dick if you could raise $2 million in fucking 24 hours. You could be the biggest dickhead on the earth. I will do every deal with you, buddy. Like,
dude, that bank right there.
I'm stupid. I'm done. Call me it.
That bank. I don't know if you guys ever seen those Frost commercials where they're like, "My Frost banker changed my tire for me" or whatever. Like they need to be doing a commercial where Jordan's like, "My banker raised $2 million for me in 24 hours." Like that's a hell of a deal right there.
Yeah, this guy deserves some fucking marketing from us or some shit. Because like, even though he was a dick and tried to shit on Jordan, he called Jordan a noob, guys. He literally, I don't know if he said the word noob, but he basically said like Jordan has no idea what he's doing. He doesn't deserve this deal. Blah 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 blah. Whatever. The guy was being a dick. He was just pissed because Jordan was pressing him. But the moral of the story, guys, is don't lose the fucking faith. Because Jordan, I told Jordan this the other day. What got this deal to the finish line was he kept the faith and he kept his cool. He didn't lose his shit on this guy when this guy fucking went off and like tried to come at him as a person. He actually killed him with kindness, and I think that was a turning point in the deal, and that is what got the deal to the freaking finish line. So the lesson I've always taught people is kill people with kindness, take the higher road. I don't care how bad they've done you dirty, just do right. That's it. Nothing else really matters from there. That's kind of how we got to do it. So just make sure when you guys are in these deals, you don't lose hope when the going gets tough. It's going to get tough. It's part of the fucking business. I went over this yesterday. So be prepared for it. Understand it's part of it. Don't think that the world's ending because it is. It's like, no, it's fucking, there's just a lot of things that could go on a deal. The only time that the deal is dead is if you don't find that solution. Jordan found solution after solution after solution when every problem came up, and that was what got the deal fucking done.
Very true. Very true. Congrats, my brother. You earned it. This is what the business looks like. You find a buyer that needs your help. You work with the seller, whether it's brought to you or the seller is looking for a deal. You connect the pieces with the title company. You connect them with the banker. You go through all the problems. That's what you're making money for. You're not making money for getting the deal sold. You're making money for solving this person's problem. And that's exactly what you did. If it was easy, everybody would do it, right? I'm pretty sure this guy probably talked to 2, 3, 4, 5 other wholesalers who were going to get this done. It never got done. They came to you. And so congrats, brother. You did it.
Thank you, man. Appreciate you. Appreciate you both.
I think once this deal hits your bank account, I think it's safe to say that you're officially promoted from a closer to a cleaner because you cleaned a lot of shit up on this fucking one.
That's facts. It was a mess.
And I don't know many cleaners other than myself, of course. Nah, I'm just joking, guys. But no, seriously though, bro, that is like the when you guys go through the journey of entrepreneurship, especially wholesaling, and you go through these hard deals, you learn a lot about yourself and you grow as a person a lot. And Jordan just through this one deal, being conscious, being present, and making sure everything got done, he didn't just grow as his bank account. He actually grew in the business. He learned lessons that fucking he probably isn't even thinking about right now, like him keeping his cool when that guy went off at him and called him fucking names like a child. Like the old Jordan that I know, guys, would have fucking laced that fucker up. That's the Jordan I fucking met a year and a half ago, whatever it was. So the fact that he kept his cool, it's just those are the things that you're growing as a person. And they that is why I love being an entrepreneur and I'm not fucking working just a normal job, because if I was working a normal job, if I'm being honest with you guys, you don't have the same lessons that you have in entrepreneurship. And these lessons translate into your marriage, they translate into your friendships, they translate into how you raise your kids. They go into every facet of your life. And I don't know about y'all, it's not just about money. It's about like why are we here? And fucking what's the reason we're doing this stuff? And it should be a lot bigger than just fucking like $80,000 check, guys.
That's facts. That's facts, bro. A lot of lessons were learned, and yeah, growth has been rapid and consistent over the past 12 plus months, and just grateful to have met y'all boys and to have gotten around the right people. You know what I mean? They say if you're they say if you're friends with five lazy ass people who work 30 hours a week, barely scrape by, and fucking watch TV or play video games all day, you'll be the sixth. And if you have five friends who are driven, passionate, successful, rich, wealthy, healthy, happy, you're going to be the sixth as well. So proximity is power, man. And get yourself around the right people and watch the amazing things that'll happen in your life.
Not only that, man, you got proximity is power, but also don't you know, people think, how do I get to $1 million? How do I get from zero to whatever it's going to be? We just showed you guys a blueprint, right? So that's 200, and let's just use even numbers here, 50 in 90 days. That means if we stick to the same thing that we were doing and make not one improvement in another 90 days, we should be equal, maybe less because some of these deals are bigger deals, but we should be at another 250. So then that's $500,000. And then we just keep repeating that. So it's not magic, guys, right? There's not like, hey, I did this deal. Now let me go let me go hire a new lead company. I'm not saying that for me, but like, let's not like be like hire 25 people and do all this. No, guys, that's how you burn through capital really quick. That's how you change it up. And then you have to learn a whole new set of every infrastructure for your business. You grow a little bit at a time. You already have the blueprint and then you go. So that's how you go from 250 to 500 to 750 to $1 million right there. And we showed you the blueprint in 90 days.
It's like eating the fucking elephant. You gotta do it one bite at a time. And
There you go.
those of y'all that know me, I mean, one of the challenges was called 200 or 500K in 90 days. We fucking failed the shit out of that challenge. And it taught me a lot of stuff, which was taking one bite at a time. We weren't even doing 100K a month at the time. You know what I mean? So like, you gotta, there's levels to this game and you gotta hit every single milestone. There's no just like, you walk into wholesaling, you make $1 million in a day, and you're fucking rich, and you're done, and you're wealthy. There's levels to this shit. It's definitely possible for everybody if you have the right mindset and you put the time in. But it's not going to happen overnight. It took 5 years for me, 5.5 years for Jordan. I think Nelson's been doing it 5 or 6 years. It took us like a long time to really get to the point where now consistently we could be putting up numbers like these. So just make sure if you guys are in the business and it's not going your way, it wasn't going my way parts of this year. It wasn't going my way for the last 5 years. So it's okay. As long as you can pay your fucking bills, you have the right sacrifices you're making, it's inevitable. You just have to stay in the fucking game. That's the one that wins. And you have to level up. Because I mean, I know motherfuckers that can stay in the game for 10 years. But if you can't hold yourself accountable and look at what you need to fix, and you know it all, then yeah, I mean, then you're going to go make it, but eventually you're going to get to that point where it's like, all right, it's been fucking 10 years. I haven't made $1 million yet. What got to change? You looking for it. So that is what it's going to fucking take.
That's the reality, man. So How many other people are on the internet showing you a blueprint of how to possibly get to even $250,000, right? So
I mean, if you could even make an extra 10 grand a month in your fucking bank account, would that help you?
I don't think there's a citizen in the country who would say no to that question, brother.
You know what I
Well,
mean? So
I was
what
gonna
do
say
you guys?
maybe the rich ass dudes, but yeah, right. They're probably trying to get that 10K more than the poor people. They're like, yeah, hook it up.
yeah,
Look it
that's
up.
that's how come they're doing well in life, because they understand this money is a tool, and I need every single piece of these tool that I can get to get further where I'm going. So, and that's the thing is, like, people got to understand 250. I've worked in corporate for a long time, and I did the hiring, so I cut the checks. 250 is go to any company, they're not paying that. Especially if you step outside of IT, there's no 250 jobs waiting on 95% of the people out there. So,
I think the 1% was 172,000. I didn't even know that. I thought it was like 350,000. The 1% in the world, guys, makes an average of 172,000 a year.
Yeah.
Like that. Just think about that for a second. So the one thing I will say, Nelson kind of said, like, okay, obviously maybe the next 90 days we won't have as big of deals because there were some big ones in this, right? We had like a 50K one, we had an 80K one. But this is what I'm gonna tell y'all. If you take enough action and you have enough volume, you're gonna have the 50Ks, you're gonna have the 80Ks, you're gonna have the 2Ks, and you're gonna have the 1Ks. It really does go like that. Like my firm belief on this business is every 3 months you should pop one bigger deal, at least like a 20 to 100K deal. And then the consistency is in the little hits. Those little hits pay my fucking bills. If I don't have those little hits, it's only 100. It's only 1,000 a month here for rent, guys. But if I don't pay those little hits, I mean, I'm fucked some nights. So you guys just got to make sure that it's not just those one big hits. It's not just chasing the fucking dragons. It's the volume. The volume is what got us to this fucking goal. It's having fucking multiple deals under contract, multiple assignments going on, multiple closings going on, title issues getting cleared. Because like, when title issues come up, if that's your only contract, you're fucked. If it ain't, you're good. So volume is really what is going to keep you guys consistent in this thing. Well, consistency is what's going to drive the volume, and the volume is what's going to drive the fucking results, because you never know if that deal is going to end up being a 2K deal or a 100K deal. But if you have all of them coming in, then it don't fucking matter. It just is dope when the big ones come in, and you still get happy when the little ones come in.
That's true, brother. That's true. And the crazy thing is, guys, even if you were to take away the big ones come, right? So we had like a 50, then we had, I think, the 80, right? Even if you were to cut those in half to what some typical deals would be, if we were to cut those in half, we still, the number that they cleared would have still been, what, 160, 70, 80? It's still a large number because, like you said, the volume. So, guys, just get to work. I know a lot of people are always, what list did you use? What is it, the list? Kind of like the script, just little things, guys. Just be consistent. That's the best list you can get. Call every day. Just pull a couple of different lists and call every day. The consistency is what got us here. To be honest with you, couldn't tell you not one of these leads, what list, what destination they came from. Did they raise their hand? Was it inbound? Was it outbound? I couldn't tell you not one of them. Because I'm not going and looking. I operate on going this way. I can't stop and look back. Now I probably should, so I'd be like, oh, we can blah blah blah.
It's so true though, Nelson, because like that's how I fucking live my life. I'm not like, Nelson, is this an inbound lead or is this an outbound lead? Or should I talk about whether they filled out my web form, or should I talk about whether they talked to my agent? I'm like, bro, you talked to someone on my marketing team. You said you still want to sell, or are you still selling?
Yes or no? It's a yes or no question.
It's either you're selling or you're not, and that's all I give a fuck about. Like there's nothing that goes past that, guys. You guys do get caught up too much in the weeds, and I forget who said this. I don't remember if it was one of my mentors, Robert, that said it, or someone else. But the people that actually make the money, like the real 1%ers, they just take action. That's it. The analytical ones that are sitting here and they're like, they're trying to have the perfect marketing campaign and the perfect script and the perfect system. By the time that perfect everything is set up, I'm already fucking rich and they're still broke. That's just a reality. And the market's changed 8 times. So it's like Junior just said, get out of the weeds, guys. Like, that's it. Get out of your fucking heads. Just do it and fuck it up. And it's okay. That's where you're going to win. Like, I'd rather you fuck it up 10 times and then figure it out on the 11th than sit there and try to study it for fucking 10 years and never take the action. Because you
Put
ain't
it
never
this way: during this challenge, Joey and Jordan, because they're just horrible salespeople, they have probably, but but not being funny, they've probably effed up a good, let's say between the two of them, 10 leads where we could have got under contract and sold. We can't go back and wait and look at that. Like, put them in a follow-up campaign, see if we can re-get it again. And even through the messing ups, they did 270. There's no perfect. Forget being perfect. Just move forward. Do a little bit every day to get forward. Don't care where the lead came from. Don't talk about them about a web form inbound. Don't get stuck talking about that. Ask them if they want to sell or not. Get to talk.
That's it. Just take the action. They say, I think it was Tom Crow used to say, to just take imperfect action. That's it. Just take the imperfect action. You guys don't need to be fucking. You're never gonna be perfect. God didn't make any of us perfect. I promise y'all, He did not. So fucking, you're never gonna be perfect. Accept it and just fail forward and figure it out and get around people like us that know what we're doing, so you don't have to fail for yourself. That's another fucking little hack that'll make you guys get there quicker. But I do got to get out of here. Do you want to leave everybody with a final soapbox, starting with Jordan?
Yeah, got you. I think I've said this a few times throughout this challenge, but now here we are at the end of it, and I think it's even more pertinent. Don't fucking quit, man. Don't quit. I don't give a shit what you're doing. I don't give a shit at all. If you're wholesaling, if you're going to college, if you are an athlete working to get better at a sport, whatever it is, the only way you fail is if you quit. And that's facts. If you don't quit, it's impossible to fail, because failure by definition means that you tried something, you didn't succeed, and then you stopped and moved on to something else, right? That's a failure. But if you didn't accomplish something, learned a lesson, got back in the seat, and went after it again, now you're just learning. And they call that trial and error. And you can achieve success. Rather, you will achieve success inevitably through trial and error if you don't quit on yourself. So, like, it's going to get hard, man. It's going to get tough. There's going to be days, weeks, months where you're just laying in bed at night staring up at the ceiling like, what the fuck am I doing? Am I doing the right thing? Am I on the right path? Like, is this where I'm supposed to be? Is this what's meant for me? And at the end of the day, the answer to those questions is yes, it was, as long as you don't quit and as long as you make that decision. So have faith in yourself. Remember that you can really do anything if you set your mind to it, and go out there and get it, whatever it is.
Fuck yeah. Nelson, you are up, puppy. Or you're muted.
You know, because I'm just so passionate about people getting started, like we were talking about earlier. And this is how I want people to think about it. And granted, they've already had stellar careers, but, you know, Tom Cruise, Keanu Reeves, Denzel Washington, these guys will never be as young and athletic as they once were, right? But they made Mission Impossible 1, and then he just put out Mission Impossible 8. He's moving slower. He's looking older. He's not like what he was, but he stayed consistent, and he kept putting out something over and over, and it kept making him more money, and getting bigger because they had a following. And that's all that we're doing with wholesaling, right? We're never going to be, as we continue to grow older in wholesaling, we're probably not going to be as sharp as we were on the phone. We're not going to have as much time one day to do it. We have families, things are going on. But if every day we get up and we make the calls and we put the effort in, we'll still continue to build something, make money, and come out on the other end better for our families. And that's what it is, guys. You don't have... They're not waiting to be perfect in shape. Could you imagine if Tom Cruise, like, I'm not putting out another Mission Impossible until I'm in the same shape as I was in the first one? No, that just never works. Life doesn't work that way. So, guys, get started, put the effort in, see the results.
Fuck yeah. That's what this shit's about. And I'll leave you guys with this. One, you guys got to stay coachable. That is probably the biggest thing in fucking business that I see people failing with. You got to be able to look internally at yourself and figure out what you need to fix. A lot of times you're fucked up, and that's why your life isn't where you want it to be. So if you guys look internally and figure out what is it that you got to fix, what trauma did you deal with growing up, what bullshit did you have that you haven't dealt with yet, and once you guys level yourself up, you're going to level up in the business. So that's really where it starts. It starts internally. And then on the topic of not quitting and never giving up, I mean, fuck, guys. I have literally had negative in my bank account multiple times in this fucking business. I have had everybody and their motherfucking doubt me. Like, I have been told by my closest people ever that why am I doing this? Go get a real job, the whole nine. And I'm just a stubborn motherfucker, and I believed in myself. I believed in myself when nobody believed in me. And that's how you guys got to have it. There's going to be points where no one believes in you. You haven't done it yet. So just keep fucking going. If you know you can do it and you feel like you got it, then fucking do it. That's all it is. And it's going to get tough. You're going to have fucking times where you want to quit. You're going to have times where it's like, dude, I've been doing this for 5 fucking years. How are we not where we want to be yet? But you're where you're supposed to be. That's the reality. You're exactly where you're supposed to be right fucking now. So instead of focused on why aren't you there yet, well, poor me, all the bullshit, stop being a bitch, be fucking tough a little bit, and just suck it up and push through. If you just keep pushing through, you can push your body past levels that you ever thought you could, your mind past levels that you ever thought you could, because it all starts in here. So that's what you guys got to do. Work on yourself. Don't fucking quit. It's going to be tough. Get ready for it. Prepare for it. And then just fucking go. Because it's inevitable. If you do those 2 things, you will be fucking successful. So I appreciate you guys coming up and watching us every fucking day. We're going to keep doing this challenge. I think September 1st, we're going to do the next one. And we're going to keep coming up here, going live with you guys every single week. So I look forward to seeing you guys again. Nelson, Jordan, I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. And I'm fucking ready to keep running some goddamn bags up. So let's keep this shit going. And I will see everybody on Monday or Tuesday. Peace out, guys.